scarf. Now snatched the phone from Corey's trembling hand. Her voice was sharp and clear, imbued with a cold, professional authority. Communically. Barnaby and Motluglung meet you there after the party. The Grand Occidental Hotel, as arranged. Fine, Barnaby. Motluglung, see you then. Bye. She hung up, her gaze sweeping over the horrified, frozen faces of Sarah, Jasper, and Corey, all innocent, thick and suffocating. Punctuated only by the distant hum of traffic from Veridia Bay's Main Street. The truth, in all its stark, brutal clarity, hung in the air, undeniable and devastating. Or finally broke the silence. His voice a bewildered whisper, shattered by the profound shock. Dahlia, you call girl, aren't you? A professional conversationalist for hire? A companion for lonely gentlemen? Onechdi, the sculptured eyebrow, a hint of weary amusement playing on her lips, her expression unwavering. Onto it agreed. What? Oh, Jasper, Mot. Just thought you might like to go down to the Gilded Growler. It says our pub, you know. A cozy, inviting establishment with surprisingly good craft beers. A perfect place for a refreshing pint and perhaps a stimulating, non-transactional conversation. Comatized. The Gilded Growler. Now? Jasper asked, trying desperately to process the revelation, to reconcile the woman before him with the words he had just heard. Modiu etete got here, and you just got off a professional call, it seems. Rather a busy schedule, Dahlia. Went Hubin, Elvinate. Jasper, trying to pull her away from Sarah, moral judgment he could practically feel emanating from his housemate, insisted, his voice slightly desperate. Ochi traumatized. Hey, Dahlia? You know, the best cure for jet lag, and indeed for a lingering confusion, is a little glass of vino or a brisk walk down to our local watering hole. It'll be an intellectual stimulant, Mot assure you, a profound yet refreshing experience. On Feitin, side east. Well, Mot no, Jasper. My internal clock is still adjusting and Mot had a chance to talk to Corey or anything, or unpack my significant luggage. Dahlia hedged, her professional composure unshakable. Osmatized. Oh, you guys will have plenty of time together, Jasper insisted, pushing her towards the door, desperate to escape the apartment and the growing tension. Conpurately. Barnaby. Jaime minutes. A brief, refreshing excursion. A quick pint. What do you say, Dahlia? To an invigorating conversation about anything but my profound romantic misjudgment, entling on her lips. A slight, amused smile playing on her lips. Sterling. Ever then, the l'opportune, romantic predator burst into the apartment, a confident swagger in his step clutching another bouquet of roses. He was clearly determined to make up for lost time. Hey, Jasper, where are you going, my friend? My fruit. Not without me, surely. Guastent. A lance. Dahlia wanted a Gilded Growler, you see. Mot met. Merely her escort, a humble guide to the local establishments, Jasper quickly explained, trying to sound nonchalant. Onaby. What about us? Jasper. Your loyal companions. Your long-suffering housemates, Sarah demanded, hands on hips, her patience wearing thinner than a well-worn bar mat. Winning vase. You've seen it, lots of times. Jasper. We wanted to hear more about Dahlia's incredible intellect, her groundbreaking academic insights. Not to be abandoned for a casual pub visit. Quite traumatized. Later, as Dahlia and Jasper finally left for the Gilded Growler, leaving a deeply exasperated Sarah behind, Sarah slumped onto the sofa, a look of profound resignation face. Corey then entered from her room, refreshed and completely oblivious to the dramatic revelation that had just transpired. Traumatized. So then, Sarah and Corey asked me to move in with them, she chirped, picking up where she had left off earlier. And except for a few minor irritations, everything worked out perfectly. It is such an idyllic cohabitation. Remember their conversation about Dahlia. Oh, and there's, nothing going on between you and Jasper, is there, Sarah? He's not attempting any romantic advances, is he? No undue flirtations? Buffon through her hair. Sarah let out a whirl through her hair, quitey, genital, whose one irritation. No, Corey. The sheer density of his obliviousness, bind with his boundless, misplaced charm, is, at times, astounding. But don't worry about that particular minor irritation. There is a larger, far more profound issue at hand with Dahlia. Onabin. Lance Sterling then returned from the Gilded Growler, his usual swagger replaced by a peculiar combination of awe, a certain knowing leer, and a faint smell of hops. He had, it seemed, gleaned some crucial information. Say, Dahlia, he said to Corey, mistaking her for Dahlia in the dim light. Compendite keptiis. Ve kepte hat me tomorrow. A truly picturesque journey, Mott assure you. Lots of stunning scenery for a woman of refined tastes. Rufi Tridiftin. Corey replied, a slight frown on her face, utterly bewildered by his sudden romantic proposition. Yella, see, it is my mother's birthday, and Ma was going to go with Jasper. Ma was one of the hello there. She pointed to Lance, who was now giving a theatrical bow. Chromatize. Met Lance, Jasper's best friend, his buddy, and his romantic pathfinder, a purveyor of fine company. He nudged Corey, completely missing the fact that she was not Dahlia. Ontotize. Jasper hissed, having returned, looking even more flustered. Yuri utterly devoid of social graces. See what Mott mean, Dahlia. This is no friend of mine. He says a relentless, opportunistic, romantic rival. Unto him, Dahlia. Lance insisted, stepping closer to Corey, completely misunderstanding. Dahlia Van Helsing. Dahlia! What a lovely name! Whatever do you do, Dahlia? Besides being a paragon of academic excellence and undeniable beauty. Waishin looked at him, confused, then gently corrected him. Lance. Mott, Corey, not Dahlia. Dahlia is my friend, and she's already left for the evening. And for the weekend. Untiging at tea. Lance blinked then. Ban, immediately Ifen, whet his attention. Oh, well, Lance, no kidding. The bartender at the Gilded Growler just told me this terrific joke. It seems this traveling salesman stopped by this farmhouse, seeking shelter from a raging storm. Been laced. Lance, Mo don't think Dahlia wants to hear any off-color jokes, especially not in her professional capacity. And neither do Mott, Sarah interjected, giving Lance a pointed look, her voice sharp. Ondinate himself. Gotcha, Sarah. Point taken. It seems this traveling minister stopped by this farmhouse then. A tale of moral dilemmas and spiritual introspection. Very appropriate for our enlightened audience. Uns, knock it off, Jasper pleaded, utterly frustrated by his constant interruptions. Green, off him pratize. Jasper, Corey said, cutting through the awkwardness, her face tinged ve. Kep e, they had a subtle, unfamiliar sadness. Mott met expecting a phone call, a very important one. Mott needs some quiet, some solitude. Witcher. Sarah muttered, under her breath.